What is Leonardo DiCaprio's net worth and salary? The richest actor in the world. Stay tuned and learn more about the lives of rich people. Hello dear friends, Leonardo DiCaprio is an American actor, producer, philanthropist and activist. His fortune is $260 million. In 25 years, from 1995 to 2020, Leonardo earned more than $300 million in salary and backend bonuses alone. For example, although he earned only $2.5 million in base salary for 1997's Titanic, he ended up earning $40 million thanks to a 1.8% reduction in gross backend scores. He also earned additional tens of millions from advertising, real estate investment, and venture capital. The early years. Leonardo began his career in Hollywood, starring in a small number of commercials and TV roles as a child. The breakthrough came when 14-year-old DiCaprio starred in a metal car commercial for Matchbox. As a teenager, he starred in commercials for Bubble Yum, Applied Jacks, Kraft Foods, and many other brands. Television roles soon rolled in for Leonardo. He appeared in episodes of the show New Lassie, The Outsiders, and Roseanne. He appeared in 12 episodes of Parents and then in 23 episodes of Growth Pain. Success. In 1991, Leonardo made his film debut in Criterion 3. In 1993, he landed the lead role in the biographical film The Boy's Life and received much critical acclaim for the role. Leonardo's next film, What's Eating Gilbert Grape, earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. DiCaprio was also recognized for his roles in the dramas Total Eclipse and The Basketball Diaries. In 1996, DiCaprio starred in William Shakespeare's box office hit Romeo plus Juliet, which grossed $147.5 million at the worldwide box office. This success was followed by the 1997 film Titanic, directed by James Cameron. Titanic eventually broke all box office records, won numerous awards, and secured DiCaprio a spot in the lead role. DiCaprio moved forward with a number of successful films, including Steven Spielberg's Catch Me If You Can, which grossed $352 million at the worldwide box office, Christopher Nolan's Inception, and the award-winning film The Road to Change. He has starred in several films directed by the legendary Martin Scorsese, including Gangs of New York, grossed $193,700,000 worldwide, The Aviator, grossed $211.7 million worldwide, The Departed, $289 million worldwide, Isle of Damned, $294.8 million, and The Wolf of Wall Street, $392 million. DiCaprio also starred in such films as J. Edgar, Django Libre, The Great Gatsby, and Survivor. DiCaprio's producers include The Aviator, Orphan, The Runaway Runner, and The Wolf of Wall Street. In 2016, he won an Academy Award for Best Actor in Survivor. DiCaprio also won a Golden Globe Award for the Best Actor in The Aviator, The Wolf of Wall Street, and Survivor. In 2017, it was announced that DiCaprio would play the title role in Martin Scorsese's Roosevelt. Leonardo's films have grossed more than $7 billion at the global box office, even without inflation. How much did Leonardo DiCaprio make on Titanic? Leonardo's base salary on Titanic was $2.5 million. He also wisely negotiated a 1.8% share of gross revenue from domestic outlets. After Titanic grossed $3 billion worldwide in box office, DVD, and syndication, Leo's total profit from Titanic was $40 million. Leonardo DiCaprio basic salary information. Leo's biggest early paycheck was the $1 million he earned for 1995's The Basketball Diaries. The success of Titanic earned Leo $20 million for the 2000 film The Beach. He made $10 million on Gangs of New York. He then earned $20 million for Catch Me If You Can, The Aviator, The Departed, and Blood Diamond. In 2010's Inception, Leo again negotiated gross interest points, which earned him just under $60 million. Between 1995 and 2020, Leonardo earned at least $300 million in box office receipts and bonuses. Both he and Brad Pitt were paid up to $10 million apiece, compared to $20 million, to appear with each other in Quentin Tarantino's 2019 Charles Manson movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Leonardo earned $30 million for the 2021 Netflix film Don't Look Up. Endorsements and investments. Leonardo has been the face of tech oil watches for many years, appearing mostly in print ads. He has endorsed more brands abroad. For example, he appeared in a Jim Beam commercial in Japan. He also appeared in an ad for a Japanese credit card company, which reportedly paid him $5 million. In 2017, he became a brand ambassador for Chinese electric car company BYD. He was one of the first investors in vegan artificial meat company Beyond Meat, which went public in May 2019 with a $4 billion valuation. Philanthropy. Leonardo DiCaprio's penchant for environmental philanthropy is well known at this point. In the latest example, recently reported in The Guardian, DiCaprio's non-profit foundation invested a tidy sum of $1 million in a debt swap with the island nation of Seychelles. In exchange for buying a $22 million debt to Britain, France, Belgium, and Italy, the conservation organization, with DiCaprio's $1 million help, got the country to agree to create 2 large marine reserves designed to protect 2 different ecosystems from environmental hazards. Here's Leo in a press statement about the initiative. This protection means that all species living in or migrating through these waters are now much better protected from overfishing, pollution, and climate change. Real estate. Leo is somewhat of a real estate magnate. In 1998, he spent $1.6 million on his first oceanfront home in Malibu. He tried to sell the house in 2015 for $11 million, but eventually decided to rent it out for $25,000 to $50,000 a month, depending on the length of stay. Leo finally sold this house in November 2021 for $10.3 million, $300,000 more than his last asking price. Leo owns at least 2 other oceanfront homes in Malibu, one of which he bought in 2016 for $23 million. He owns about a dozen homes in Southern California, including 2 in the Hollywood Hills, 3 in Malibu, and 2 in Silver Lake. In 2014, he spent $5.2 million on the former Dina Shore mansion in Palm Springs. In 2017, he paid $23 million for an undeveloped piece of land in Malibu. In September 2021, Leo paid just under $14 million for a cliffside mansion overlooking the ocean in Malibu. He has 2 apartments in New York City. The first is a 2.5-bedroom bachelor pad that cost him $10 million in 2014. The second apartment is actually the result of 2 parallel purchases in the same building in 2 deals totaling $11.7 million. In December 2021, Leonardo paid $9.9 million for a house in Beverly Hills. Add it all up, and Leo's real estate portfolio, including the private island we're about to describe, is worth at least $100 million. A private island and eco-resort. In 2005, Leo spent $1,750,000 to buy a 104-acre private island in Belize. He left the island relatively untouched for years, but in 2016 he announced that he would turn it into an eco-friendly private resort called Black Dog Cay, also called The Island. According to the latest plans, Black Dog Cay will have 36 bungalows and 36 estate-style homes that will be sold to private owners. All of the homes and properties on the island will be 100% powered by renewable energy with 0 impact on the environment. It is estimated that the private homes will sell for between $5 and $15 million apiece. Leonardo DiCaprio's fortune as of this video is $260 million. He has consistently been one of Hollywood's highest paid actors for more than 2 decades. He has also made a number of lucrative, inactive investments, primarily in real estate. A 28,000-night villa. Leonardo DiCaprio knows how to celebrate the new year in style. The actor, who recently won a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor for his role as a grizzly in Survivor, went to the Caribbean to party and relax for a few days at the ultra-luxurious Rockstar Villa in St. Barts. According to the Daily Mail, the villa rents for about $28,000 a night. According to the Home Away page, the 16,000-square-foot beachfront villa has been described as a $100 million yacht on land and offers a pure luxury. In addition to 4 suites, multiple bathrooms, an open-plan living room, and state-of-the-art kitchen, the villa features its own 20-seat movie theater, recording studio, swimming pool, game room, exercise room, golf course, a lounge with a cigar and whiskey brandy bar, and a personal butler. He also provides bicycles, scooters, and a Harley-Davidson motorcycle to get around the island. The actor, whose fortune is $245 million, did not enjoy the villa alone. Celebrity guests included musicians Robbie Thicke and Machine Gun Kelly, as well as actors Lucas Haas and Kevin Connolly. According to People, DiCaprio treats guests to a mini concert by Justin Bieber, while the chef prepares treats such as pizza and truffle pasta until the morning. Which movie with this famous actor do you remember most?